Hello gamers and welcome to another preview video. It's time for the requested 26th Panzer on the Axis side in the upcoming Tribute to the Liberation of Italy DLC. Small change. Thanks a lot for all your feedback, commenting and watching. And one suggestion was to keep the overviews a bit shorter, and that's what I'm going to do. So we look at the history first, then the activation slots, and then quickly at the units, and it won't be my first look, but your first look only. So here, and if you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, for veterancy curves or anything like that. So the 26th Panzer Division was dispatched to Italy in 1943, where it remained for the rest of the war, becoming the sole German armored division after the summer of 1944. It fought both Allied landings at Salerno and Anzio before playing a crucial role in defeating Operation Olive on the Adriatic coast. The battle group never received its full complement of Panthers, instead relying on Panzer IV for its armored fist. Additional tank support can be called on with the Flammenpanzer III captured Italian Semovente 75mm and 105mm, and a single remaining Semovente assault gun with a 90mm gun. Quite a few of the battle group's units are mechanized, including the rare self-propelled Famo 88mm flak gun. The 26th Panzer Division is a well-rounded formation with solid tank, infantry and anti-tank units, but lacking artillery. So let's see how that translates into gameplay mechanics. And as you can see, you get a lot of cheap Reconnaissance slots, very decent infantry slots, considering it's a tank division. It's quite impressive actually. You get 4 super cheap tank slots, and possibly you will use more than that. Support tab activation slots look good. AT slots also decent. AA slots not that great, but you can cheaply get 3 cards for sure, and that should be sufficient in the current meta. Artillery tab really poor with regard to the activation slots, so already the 3rd artillery piece will be very costly. Air tab also price wise very decent, so from the activation points the only obvious weakness is the artillery tab. Let's jump into the Recon tab first. So you get your card of BMWs, you get 2 Aufklärers. They can come in a variety of vehicles. Then the 3 cards of Spähtrupp with 1 LMG. Again, a variety of vehicles is available. And lots of armored vehicles actually. So you get the SDKFZ 250-10 with its AT gun, but it also shoots HE shells, both at 1 kilometer range, so quite decent. Then the SDKFZ 259, which basically has, as you can see, worse penetration, but more AP shells, less HE shells, worse range, but you can bring it in all phases. Then you get the Aufklärungspanzer 3M, including APCR shells, can only come in A phase. Aufklärungspanzer 4J, I think the J is the one with the faster turret turning speed. Then A and B phase, and then you get an Aufklärungspanzer for A phase if you feel like it. Infantry tab, pretty cool. You get your Ersatztruppen, so some meat shield in A phase, Recon squad kind of. Yeah, I like them, very usable. Pionierführers only available in A phase. Again, typical variety of stuff, including this very nice assault gun armored personnel carrier, if you want to give them the extra touch. The Panzergrenzführer can also come in very decent vehicles, including the assault gun, which is really decent, I think. Then and it's available in all phases. Then you get a Beretta Stoßtrupp with Molotov cocktails, but they've been nerfed. But this is a really interesting CQC unit, I'd say. And you get 2 cards of Pioneers. You get a Panzergrenzführer. Again, he can come in a variety of vehicles. Then you get 2 cards of Sturmpioneers. They also, well, they can at least come in this armored vehicle. You get Panzer Grants MG34s. They are pretty cool with their 2 LMGs. And then you get the Panzerfaust variant. The difference being that they have a Panzerfaust on top of everything else. Other than that, they are the same. Availability is probably worse. 9 here and 8 here. So slightly worse availability, but you get the Panzerfaust. You get 2 cards each. So your typical Panzer Grants. So I think you can fill those slots nicely and get a very decent setup of infantry. In the tank tab, you've got this meme leader unit, the Stuck M41 with its 1 machine gun. You get the Panzer 3L, which is currently really, really good. And you know, the veterancy curve is good as well. You can up-vet them for a little cost. You get the M42, Panzer IVs, 4 cards of them. So current meta, medium tanks, really good. Panzer IV Führers. You also get 2 cards of Panthers and a Panther Führer. I think, yeah, you will fill all these slots, at least up to here. Maybe leave the last slot open, depending on your liking. In your support tab, you get field gendarmerie to support your disheartened troops if you want to, but they are not that great otherwise, and it can be beneficial if they fall back. So and they can't really hold the line, you know, without LMGs. Then you get your cheap flamethrower units for A phase mainly, and this is a new unit, the Flammenpanzer 3M, only available in this division. And it's actually a proper tank if you look at the armament. So if you're not up against AT capable infantry squads, you can use them. But a lot of infantry squads have AT capabilities, so usability is still doubtful. 1 card of MG34s, and you know, as per usual, MG34 has a slightly better suppression than the MG42. You get 2 cards of the MG42 as well. IG-18, very decent, cost-efficient infantry gun. You get the rare Panzer IV F1 with 4 heat shells even. 3 cards of supply trucks. Then it doesn't end really, right? Then you get the Stuck M43 assault gun. The Grille. Question is, yeah, which one would you take? 4.1, 263. Yeah, I think you would take the Grille still, but on the other hand, you know, the assault gun is better armored, in particular with the top armor, so better armored against strafing planes. And your leader options are an SDKFZ, Panzer IV, well, your commander options, or a Panther. So possibly the Panzer IV is best. Anti-tank, you get Panzerschreck with bazookas, and you also get Panzervernichtungstrupps, 1 card, and they have the beefier number. You get Marder 3Ms with 8 PCR shells, so that's really good. You get 3 cards of the always reliable Pak 40, the Stuck 3 F8 tank destroyer, and then this new tank destroyer card, the Stuck M43. You know, it's mounted on an Italian chassis, and with 2k range, that's actually pretty nice. Open top is not so nice, so that's the advantage of the Stuck 3, which is also faster. Yeah, but you will be able to fill that easily and still feel you would like to put more in. AA, 3 cards of Flak 38, 2 cards of this SDKFZ Flak, it's a Flak 38 as well, self-propelled. Then you get the Breda AA gun on the truck. You get a Gepard. So as you can see, it's a very mobile AA tab. And then you get this very interesting unit, this monstrosity of an AA gun. It's 88 millimeters AT and AA gun mounted on a truck, and it looks just like from Mad Max. You could get 2 in A phase or 4 in B phase, upweighted 2. So this is super cool. And then you can send this unit around with a quick hunt order, for example. And then, you know, it's harder for the enemy to shoot you down. And then you get an SDKFZ, Flak feeling, also pretty good, pretty expensive as well. Yeah. Artillery tab. You get a Beobachter, a battery Führer. You get 3 cards of 81mm mortars. You get 2 cards of leichte Feldhaubitze. They are not that great. What's great is you get a card of SK-18s, and this is the best, I think the best counter battery artillery in the game. Good rate, decent rate of fire, very good accuracy. Availability is obviously a bit limited, but this is a go-to artillery piece. You get a mobile mortar as well, 85 points. I think they used to be 80, didn't they? But this one has radio as well. I don't think they always have radio, not sure. You get 120mm mortars. You get you get another SDKFZ. Difference being that you have a machine gun mounted on it, so it can defend itself a little bit better. Then you get 3 cards of Vesper, not really good. A card of Hummel. And you get 2 cards of Wolfram. So with SK-18, a mortar, and the Wolfram, at least 1 card, you already sorted and already spent 6 points. So the availability here is fantastic, but you know, the activation costs are very high. Air tab. You get a very quick Recon plane that can shoot a little bit as well. You get a Junkers 87 D5, which is also good for close air support, allegedly. 2 20mm guns, not that bad. Then you get a card of Focke-Wulf F190 F8. Decent speed. It's only 1 bomb, unfortunately. You get the BF109 G6 R4. Very, very nice armament. 2 30mm, 20mm and twice 13mm. Decent speed. You can strafe with it as well, I think. You get the F8, Focke-Wulf 190 F8. Difference being the bomb loadout in comparison to the other one. Same speed actually, but it has an additional 4 50 kg bombs. So I think this is definitely preferable. You get 2 of the new Italian fighters, the Sagittario, with decent speed and actually very decent armament. 2 cards. You get 2 cards of this big boy with 1 800 kg and 6 100 kg bombs. And then for 5 points more, it's split up into 12 well, let's say 1800 kg bombs. So if you want to go for big targets, maybe use this one. Otherwise, spread it a bit more. You know, you would have to see the pattern. You go for the Alcione. My favorite unit of this deck, or the most interesting unit, could be the flame tank, which is here. Or what I think is even cooler is this Mad Max vehicle. So this is going to be my unit of the deck, at least for now, and it will definitely feature in the screenshot, and everyone will think I will let's play Mad Max. Thanks a lot for watching, and also please let me know if you have enjoyed this shorter format, and just leave a comment. Thanks a lot. Until then, bye for now.